live, and we are recording.
And it's live. We didn't look. We were. Anyways, whatever.
Do you want to do this one first?
Let's start with a song. We should do that every time. We should start with like a music video and maybe end with a music video.
Cool, that sounds good.
Yeah.
This is from a band I really like called Taint. They're a hardcore band, but their new stuff is kind of doing a little bit of something different. Their singer, this is his directorial debut. They've been going around and like doing movie screenings of this, and it goes with an EP they released. It's pretty cool.
Word. Thanks. My eardrums are getting blown out. That's a cool shot right there. So this is the lead singer's directorial debut, you said?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Are we going to be pausing every, like, twice a minute for 11 and a half minutes?
I was going to see how much of this you get through. To be honest, if we make
How much I get through?
Yeah, because I figured you'd get bored because this isn't necessarily your thing.
But
the interlude from the first to the second video is really cool. And then the second video, like, we can stop after that. And then I think if we just talk over it.
I really think we have to pause it.
Okay.
If we want to not get hit with the copyright bullshit that has made some of our funnest content be taken out by fucking YouTube.
Worst case scenario, I will chop this down and take the extra time since I don't have to be home anytime particular to make sure that we can actually put this on YouTube
I
regardless.
think we should, because remember every time we watch it back and if we're talking over a video, it's like super hard to hear us. So let's not do that.
My bad.
It's all good. I was going to say, what genre would you put this music in, this style of music?
This is like 90s style hardcore. And specifically 90s because
it say what makes it 90s.
So you have your early hardcore like Black Flag, Minor Threat stuff, which is coming out of the punk scene, and it's still really punk. And then post that, you have like the Youth Crew era, which is like straight edge as fuck, and you get like a less punk, more thrash metal-y hardcore. And by the 90s, like stuff is happening in the punk scene and in the metal scene, and it's kind of filtering into hardcore, and you start seeing this like song structure of like circle pit, two-step breakdown, which have their corresponding dance moves happening. And like the 90s is like the era of like two steps and breakdowns. There's like no more circle pit fast parts really, and that's where these guys kind of fit in. And they also do like a really groovy thing too, which is kind of another hallmark of 90s
stuff.
Yeah, like it's hip-hoppy almost.
It makes me, honestly, you're gonna hate me for this probably, but it reminds me of like 311 but just a little more hardcore.
That's fair, sadly.
Hey, they hit on 311. They had some good songs. I'm sure I feel like 311 fans are like super hardcore too, right? People are just dedicated, like real 311. Because I was friends with some in like late high school, early college days. Like some of my like neighborhood homies were like a couple of them, two of them in particular, were really into fucking 311 to the point where they went out to 311's like annual hometown show every year. Actually, the bass that I got used to have the bass player from 311 used to have his signature on it.
Dude, for the record, this bass
Sharpie
is a signature Les Claypool fretless. Like
it's not. It's not a. What are you talking about? It's a. Yeah,
it's now. No, it's always been in my heart.
I don't even.
I feel like Les Claypool.
What is the make of that bass? I don't even know. I can't even remember. It's a fretless bass. It's a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha fretless bass, and it's a really nice bass. And I got it. And the homie that got the bass player that trekked out to the show and got the bass player to sign that bass, left it behind at the other homie's house. And when the other homie moved in with me, when he moved out, he brought it with him. When he moved, and at some point, I was like, "Yo, like, what's up with that bass?" He's like, "Oh, Eric owed me some money, so he left it behind." I was like, "How much you want for it?"
Don't you owe me some money?